Hey fam, Aaliyah here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video where we will be doing this urban e-girl chic transformation. I look like a whole new bitch. Like, I feel like I look like Doja Cat. Y'all already remind me of that every day. Hundreds of comments daily that I look like Doja Cat, but I feel like today I'm looking in the mirror and I for sure look like Miss Kitty Cat today. And Rico Nasty. I feel like I look like Rico Nasty and I look like a rock star, okay? I look like too many bitches, okay? I don't even recognize myself. And I'm really inspired by, like, you know, the e-girl aesthetic. But I wanted to put a little black girl twist on it and I wanted to make it cultured. I really love how this look came out. I put my box braids and Bantu knots and they look so sickening. Okay, we got this shirt from Pretty Little Thing. Earrings from Pretty Little Thing. You know what I'm missing? A grill. I wish I had a grill, you know, so I could do like them cool grill pictures. I feel like that's what I'm missing, sis. But we have this very green monochromatic eye, green liner, you know, to match the green braids, okay? We have very straight brows today, okay? It really snatches my face all the way up. We have some jewelry. I mean, my nails ain't did, okay? My nails could be did, but they ain't did. We got some jewelry from the Carrot Plus. Necklace says Sagittarius. This really came together so well. It took me so long. Okay, I think I started at noon. It is now 7 p.m. Okay, so this took a long time. I wanted to make sure this looked really neat and good, and I just really love how this look came together. So without further congé, if you are interested in tuning into today's video, where we will be transforming to this really urban e-girl chic makeup look, you know, that the girls are wearing. Doja Cat be wearing this kind of look. Rico Nasty be wearing these kinds of looks, and I'm really excited to channel them in today's video. Subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed. Tap that bell to be notified of my future uploads and stay tuned to keep on watching. And I hope you enjoy this video. Hey honeys, let's go ahead and start right off with hair. I already knew I was going to do this look before I even installed my super jumbo box braids. By the way, if you missed that tutorial, it'll be the eye on the screen, it'll be linked down below, and it'll also be the end card. So I'm just going to go ahead and create Bantu knots with my box braids. I'm just going to simply wrap it around itself and then bobby pin it. And then we're going to go ahead and do some little fancy little baby hair, little art, little movement. And this is just super easy. If you already have braids, girl, turn them things into Bantu knots. This is going to give us that super edgy, urban-esque, e-girl aesthetic to our look, and it's going to bring everything together so well. So just watch me do this to the rest of my braids. All right, we cute. And now it's time to work on the baby hairs. So I'm just brushing out all of that loose hair in the front, and I'm using an edge brush. You need an edge brush. It's so good for edges. I've also seen people use a spoolie for edges, so I have to try that next. So I am going to be mixing both edge control and got to be together. Honestly, I just did this on the whim, And I really love how it held my hair down, but it didn't harden or stiffen it and still gave it a really nice hold. Like, girl, next time, mix edge control and got to be together and it'll change your life, honey. So I'm mainly using the comb end of the edge brush and just trying to create a nice swivel effect of my baby hairs. Just trying to stroke it using my fingers to hold some of the loops in place. Girl, I don't know how I'm damn saying this. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm just using my fingers and mostly the comb part of the edge brush just to get, you know, that wave on swim look, okay? Them edges on swim. This side of my hair was so easy because my edges are a little bit more fine, so they're easier to manipulate as opposed to that other side of my head, of my forehead, with more of the edges and more of the hair I had to work with. So this side was pretty easy. Baby hairs are such an art and they really take your style from zero to a hero, honey. And I just really love how this elevated my Bantu knot braiding. Woo! All right, edges on swim. I was like, period, sis, period, poo. Now let's move on to the eyes. I loved the eyes. They just came out so good. But first, we're going to start off with the brows. So I'm creating a very straight brow today. I'm not going to like glue my brows down or anything because I felt like that was just going to be doing entirely too much. And that was going to be too time consuming. So I'm just going to conceal the tails of my brows with concealer. And if you use like a really good full coverage concealer, it can like get the job done. It was good for this look. So first I just went in with Benefit's Precisely My Brow. And now I'm going in with Urban Decay's Inked Brow. And I actually really like this product. It was my first time using this product. I also went ahead and used this product for my faux freckles, and it was like, you know that product Freck that people use for their faux freckles? It worked just like Freck. I was really impressed. Like, this is a nice versatile product. So after I create my straight brows, I'm just going in with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I love this concealer so much. I'll never stop using it. It's just so good. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up my brows. For the bottom portion of my brows, I'm using the shade Golden Beige, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and pat that in. And then for the tops of my brows, I'm gonna use Warm Sand. You wanna use a color for the tops of your brows that is closest to your foundation shade, so you don't have like floating brows or halo brows. You don't want the tops of your brows to contrast so greatly with your foundation shade, because then it looks a little crazy and people will point it out. Trust this, it's happened to me. I've learned my lesson. After I'm satisfied with the shape of my brows, I am just going to go ahead and set them with Benefit's 24-Hour Brow Setter. Boom, boom, bam, honey. We are done. One eye is done off camera. Let's get into it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Cloud, the same Too Faced Born This Way concealing shade. I'm just going to pat that onto my lids, and then I'll just diffuse the edges out into the brow bone. I'm not going to bring that white shade all the way up to the brow bone because I don't really need my brow bones to be white. I just want the lids to be white. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into Brett Mitten Rock's palette collab with Wet n Wild, his Jungle Rock palette, and I'm going to take that deeper green shade and I'm going to pack that onto the outer corner and my whole entire crease until I build up my desired opacity. Everything I use will be listed and linked down below. I can't remember every single name of every single product I use right off the top of my dome, so just be sure to check my description box for all details. Every single thing will be linked. Now we're going to go into that lighter green shade, and we're going to use that to blend out the edges of the deeper green. I like doing this, okay, because I like to pack on that color and then not diffuse it out too much because I want the pigment to remain. I want the opacity to remain. So I've been loving just to take a lighter shade, a lighter of the deeper. Does that make sense? And then just blend that on the outer edges to smooth it out and diffuse it out into the skin, into the brow bone, into wherever it wants to go. Now I'm going to take Huda Beauty's Melted Shadows. I'm using the shade Minted. I think this one is called Minted. I'm not entirely sure. And I'm going to use that to cut my crease. This was my first time trying this product as well. I just wanted to see how the formula was. It dries pretty fast, so you do have to work pretty quickly when using that. And then I'm just going to go back in with that deeper green from Bretman Rock's palette and just blend that into my cut crease, my half cut crease. Now I'm taking Milani's eye toppers. I love this product so much. I've been using it since last summer and it just looks so beautiful on the lids as well as the lower lash line. I'm just patting that in with my finger first and then just going in with a more precise brush to get close up to them edges, honey. Now I'm going to create some liner. So I learned this trick from Nayezra Look, shout out to her. If you have problems with colored liners cracking, this trick works so well. So you lay down a lash glue first in the same shape that you want your liner to be, and then you go ahead and put your colored liner over top of the lash glue. And I swear this helps it from cracking. Like, these Fenty Beauty liners crack so bad by themselves, and this lash glue trick works so well. So I really recommend trying it because it'll help you like your colored liners way better. Now let's move on to the face. We're going to save the lashes for last. I'm going to go ahead and prime my skin with the Urban Decay All Nighter Primer. I've actually been loving this primer lately. This is like my third time using it and I just love the way it glides onto the skin and I love the way makeup looks over top of it. Now for my face, I'm going for a more skin-like look today, so I am using concealer as foundation. I know concealer is a little bit more pigmented than foundation, but because of that, I use less of it and a little bit goes a longer way. With concealer, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, by the way. And I just love how skin-like this looks on my skin. I mean, I use it for my no makeup days, so I decided to channel very more breathable skin-like base today. So I'm using Warm Sand for my entire face, and then I'm going in with Golden Beige to conceal my face, so my under eyes, my nose, my chin, and my forehead. Doing this makes me realize that I truly use entirely too much product. Why do I use so much product, ma'am? I do not need it. I don't even, what am I covering up? Exactly. So I think I'm actually going to start doing this more often because I just love the outcome of just using concealer. Because this concealer is so pigmented, like I don't even need that much. I didn't even use that much. It just looks like I did. And I am going to bronze tour. I love bronze touring, and I'm using the shade Chai, same Too Faced, super coverage, multi-use sculpting concealer, ma'am. I does this. I love this product so much, and I love bronze touring. I feel like you have more control over the sculpt when you do cream contour. You can manipulate the sculpt, the shape, where it lands, where it starts, where it ends, and how soft it can be. I highly recommend cream bronze touring. After that's all blended in, I'm taking my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. I'm using the shades Banana Bread for where I place the lighter concealer, my under eyes, my nose, my chin, and my forehead. And then for the rest of my face, I'm using that same powder, but in a different shade. And I'm using the shade Kunafa, which is a bit more yellow and deeper shade, so it doesn't make the rest of my face look crazy and ashy and have flashback. And it melts in so beautifully. It's one of my favorite powders. Now it's time to finish off the eye, so I'm just taking that deeper green shade from Bretman's palette again and just lightly stamping it on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take these nail art beads. I got them from Sally's. I'll try to see if I can find them. And then I'm just placing like 5 or 6 of them onto my lower lash line. It added a nice element to my look. And then I'm just finishing off the inner corners with that Milani eye topper. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some Fly Girl Lashes by Celeste Los Angeles. I'm gonna go ahead and create some faux brow strokes at the tops of my brows with that Precisely My Brow pencil. And now let's finish off the rest of the face. I'm taking Amrezi's highlighter and applying it to the high points of my face, my cheekbones, and my nose, honey. And boy, does she beam! I'm spraying my face with a little bit of All Nighter by Urban Decay. And now it is time for the blush and faux freckle portion of this look. So I'm taking some Lancome monochromatic. I love this blush so much, girl. Y'all know, if y'all know me and you've been on my channel, you know I love this blush. So I am really concentrating this blush in the center of my face and then diffusing it out into the apples. So really concentrated on the center of my face, like my inner cheeks, right by my nose, on my nose. And then we'll diffuse it out. And now I'm going back in with that Urban Decay inked brow, and I'm creating my faux freckles, and it did the same thing that Freck does. I thought this was going to be a little bit too pigmented, but once you dab it on and tap it out with your fingers, and your fingers leave like very faint dots on your face, these look so realistic and so good. This is such a versatile product. I will continue to be using Inked Brow Baby. For our lips, I'm using the Milani and Salt and Pepper Shoop lip kit. This is like my favorite nude. I love this lip combo. I don't know if they still sell it. I feel like it's only a limited edition kit, but it's like the perfect nude for my skin tone. It's like more of a deeper nude, but I love it so much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lips with the lip liner and fill my lips in with their lipstick. And then lastly, I'm just going to go ahead and top my lips off with this Becca Glow Gloss in the shade Champagne Cream. And I hope you guys enjoyed this urban e-girl chic makeup transformation. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And until next time, always remember to serve, honey. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.